with the millions.
It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair figure flow. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat flow. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated, folks. Get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action packed, back to back. In fact, this monster will grow. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan, and you have no need to know. You came prepared, now get ready for the show.
Sports Professor. Yo, 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 what up, friends? It has been two long weeks since we saw each other, and I am so happy to be back with you now. Yes, sir, for the Professor's Semanalmente Sports and Entertainment Edition today. Yes, I know sometimes we go all four major topics, including the news, but today it's a little late. I'm on CP time, admittedly. I'm moving next week into a new apartment. So I've been moving stuff, and my whole apartment is a mess. And so anyways, I may give you a glimpse into that here in a second. But anyways, since I have been moving, I've been running around all day doing stuff, packing, throwing stuff away. So just running a little behind there, just a tad, just about an hour or so. But whatever. It is what it is. I am your boy, Omar, the Sports Professor Fonseca. Today we are the Sports Professor and the Street Professor. But you'll get the Professor on Thursday. I will come back with the news. I ain't going to do y'all like that. I'm not going to leave all of my fans thirsty for the news. The only thing really, though, in U.S. and world news that we will be talking about is obviously the biggest thing on everybody's lips, the Epstein list. No pun intended there. That's the biggest thing going on right now. Trump is denying all knowledge of the list and Epstein, even though there's pictures of him with Epstein. The DOJ is saying that there is no client list after contradicting themselves. So we'll get into all of that Thursday, because I'm sure more is going to come out in the next couple of days, and I don't want to jump the gun on anything. So we'll wait till that. But it's all getting tied back into all this other stuff with the America Party we talked about. A couple things I do want to talk about in world news real quick before we do actually move into it. There were 73 Palestinians killed and 150 injured while seeking food. Innocent civilians. This Gaza humanitarian crisis has gotten horrible, y'all. And I know there's not much most people can do about it. But aside from prayers, if you are able to donate, things like that, obviously make sure you know you're donating to, because a lot of times those organizations don't even get them what they need. It's just very sad, the situations they got on there. But we'll talk more about all of that on Thursday. But definitely prayers up to all those people that were, innocently killed just trying to get food. Little kids, families. It's horrible. Also, still prayers to everybody in the floods that are still missing and or that were passed since we last talked last week. Prayers to all of you and your families. All right. Well, again, please make sure you are subscribed at Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS. You can subscribe on YouTube. Also follow on Instagram. We go live in both places. Also on Facebook. But that's only if you knew my government. Oh, wait, you do know my government. It's right at the bottom, isn't it? Never mind then. Everybody knows my government, I guess. So, yeah, if you want to add me on Facebook, you're more than welcome to. I go live there as well. Shout out Jen Jones. Beautiful, beautiful. My girl. She's here supporting as always. Got to give her that salute. She loves that. She has such a beautiful smile. It's so good to see her. Hopefully I'll see her here in a couple weeks. So shout out to her. But yeah, we're going to do sports and entertainment today. Keep it light, quick 45-minute show so that way I can come back with the news on Thursday. Make sure you hit that like button whether you're watching live or on the replay. Let's hit up these comments. My producer says sounds good. I appreciate you. My producer. You already know we're going to get into some little finagling a little of the chicanery that occurred at the Coldplay concert. Oh yeah, you already know I got a slide prepared and everything for that. We'll be touching on that in just a moment. Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, I'm actually working on a few new ones for all of the different shows that are going on and a couple other people. But yeah, that's my own rap that I actually just put as the intro. It actually just went really well with the combat sports. It was actually a song I had already recorded. And it worked really well for the show Dion and I were doing, Clubber D and I were doing at the time. So I did that. But anyways, so that's what that is. I'm working on new ones though. Nothing has happened here in the news. Absolutely nothing. Not a lot. Just the Epstein list and some other things. We'll talk about that Thursday. Everybody is. Oh my God, those memes have been crazy. I will definitely show a few of those today. Yeah, thank you everybody again for tuning in and joining here. We'll kick this bad boy off. All right, cool. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's been doing that. I've had that intro song probably for 3 years now. Yeah, that's your boy. That's your boy, the Street Professor, kicking them rhymes as he is to do them. Oh, by the way, stay tuned. I know you like Ari Melbourne there, my brother. Stay tuned for my Wu-Tang Clan session. Because as you know, the Professor ain't nothing to F with. So we'll keep it moving. First of all, let's go ahead and get into the All-Star game. Appreciate you. Let's move into the All-Star game. I was there. All-Star week last week. Yes, indeedy. I was in Atlanta. It was amazing. The spectacle was tremendous. The game, fantastic. I've got some things to show you from there. Shout out to my pops who went with me. Let's show you some pictures here. So I'm actually going to take myself out of the way and blow this up. But just some pictures from the week there, you know. On the left, you got to see the red carpet. You can see I got my press pass on. Yes, I am official like a referee with a whistle, baby. I am official press member now. So it actually got me into the special area where I was able to go to the New Era stand and some other stands that were just like private for VIP members, the people that had the VIP tickets. Also got me behind home plate for the All-Star game. And I know you're saying, yeah, right, Omar, yeah, right, okay. Why don't you have any pictures up here? And that's okay. That's a good point. Why don't I have any? First of all, it's because, as if you know me quite well, which most of you watching probably do, I am one to, time to time, let my phone run out of batteries. So my phone was dead by the 9th inning from all the pictures, videos I was taking, so I had to borrow my dad's phone. Unfortunately, I never actually got those pictures or videos from him, and I need to. So I was behind home plate for the 8th and 9th innings of the All-Star game. It was amazing. Did not get to meet Luda, but as you can see in that third one, I could not go to the ATL without blessing Magic City, baby, for some wings and cheeks. And boy, by the time your boy got out of there, they was calling me Orange Pepper O, baby. That's what they was calling me, Orange Pepper O. And it was a beautiful time. The ladies loved your boys just like the ladies love Cool J. You also see some really poignant photos there. Jackie Robinson mural, Roberto Clemente mural. You can see I'm rocking the jersey right now that I was rocking at that time. So really cool to see that. The Roberto Clemente Foundation does really great work, humanitarian work. So please, again, if you're able to ever support good causes, that's another good one to support there. And then on the end was No Diddy Barbecue. So we were driving down the street, and I was like, that can't be what I'm seeing. So someone, hey, why does one capitalize on the trends as a marketer? I know you should capitalize on the trends. He went with the No Diddy BBQ food stand, and hey, whatever. I didn't actually partake in any of that because No Diddy all day, but I was laughing and decided I needed to take some pictures. Yeah, well, that's me. It's either that or I lose my phone or break it. One of the two, one of the three. It happens in life. Things happen. I may not have been around when I lived in ATL. You would not. I don't think you would even be attending Magic City, my friend. I don't know if you have attended. I need to know these things because that sheds a whole different light on our friendship in a good way. But I did enjoy myself as I am wont to do in those establishments. We got to support. We must support the education and families of these young ladies. Salute to all the ladies. Oh, and salute to Rocky. Hey, girl. Hey, they call wings and cheeks, baby. You didn't want any of that baby oil barbecue. No, I was trying to stay away from that. I was trying not to get baby oiled up while I was buying some pork barbecue. Shout out Gray Fox. I see you on IG tuning in. Also, shout out my brother Shane Picha. All right, cool. Well, let's go ahead and move on to some other stuff. I just wanted to show y'all some pictures from my experience. Really great time. First time in Atlanta. My ATL life is a thing of legend. Sir, if you have been to Magic City, I love you even more than I did before, and I already loved you as a friend already. So I had to no Diddy that real quick with the friend. Let's keep it moving before I get myself canceled. All right, I might get myself canceled today. I got a couple segments that might get me canceled, actually. So this was supposed to be, as you can see, there's a big X in between here. It was supposed to be the Hank Aaron tribute video that I recorded because they did this awesome Hank Aaron tribute video during the seventh inning stretch. And so I took some video of it, and it really goes well because I actually did my first podcast ever was on Hank Aaron. And so I'm going to actually use this video footage to be able to then do a new video podcast on that, turn the audio podcast into a video podcast. So that should be pretty cool. Anyways, so let's see if it lets me even share this because sometimes it's not want to let you do. Okay, so it will. Or won't it? Is it too large? Okay, maybe it's too large and it won't do the screen share. Okay, well, hey, if you don't want to work, you don't want to work. Anyways, what you should do is take time to go check out definitely that Hank Aaron tribute. It was amazing. The way they put that together was so good. We have those here in Nashville, so I've been plenty of times there, and rest in peace, the legend Hooters. Oh, and by the way, look at the custom hat your boy got, because I did I had the press pass and I got in the VIP joint. I was able to go to the New Era store, and look what your boy got. I got the official MLB All-Star cap that they was wearing on the field, plus New Era hooked it up with a couple free patches. They were only supposed to give one. Your boy got two because I was VIP with the press, and I took pictures of them. You can catch them on Instagram, but shout out to the New Era crew there giving me the extra patch. See, I got the Cadillac here, and then I got the Georgia Peaches here. This is the only hat like it in the whole entire world. There is no other hat like this hat in the whole entire world existing right now. Shout out my boy T-Roy. What up, my brother? Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate all y'all tuning in. I love everybody, all my friends, all my fam, all my fans. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Hope to see you soon when I get back home sometime. All right. Enough of that. Let's keep it moving into the actual, because I thought I was going to be able to play that video, but go look online. My video wasn't that great anyway, so you might want to just go look online. But anyway, so what did we have going on? The first ever swing off. It was craziness. They had ran out of pitchers on one side completely, and so they decided to go to the swing off, something we've never seen before. Walk-off home run by Kyle Schwarber, who won the MVP, and I'm a little upset about that. That's why you see Pete Alonso on the right. Shout out my Mets playing right now, down 1-0 to the Anaheim. Oh, Anaheim. Are they Anaheim? Anaheim. Angels, formerly Los Angeles. But anyways, Kyle Schwarber won the MVP that he probably shouldn't, but he put on a great performance in the first ever swing off. 3 home runs back to back to win it for the NL, again, going into extra innings. And so, man, to see this in person was crazy. Because first of all, I mean, when you look at it on TV, I saw it afterwards, it looked really boring. And it was kind of boring until the end because they just weren't hitting consistently home runs, and it wasn't like the home run derby atmosphere. But it was electric. The crowd was hanging on every pitch. So inside the stadium, you didn't even know anything. It was just like buzzing. You were like, oh, this is so cool. Ah. And it was. First ever. May never get it again, right? So I got to be there for that. That's super awesome. I got to see Pete Alonso hit a 3-run home run. Super awesome. Francisco Lindor starting the game. Edwin Diaz, shout out my Boricuas. So yeah, let me, if I can, I don't even know if it'll let me. Okay. So yeah, see, this is something I'm going to have to work on. I didn't know if that was going to work on here because what happens is I create my slides in PowerPoint and then I import the slides from my Google Drive. So I had videos on here for the first time. I was going to try videos, but it looks like the videos aren't going to work because I had video of the home run derby on there, but it looks like it's not going to let me play it because duh, Omar, it's not the real PDF. It's the imported. So I guess I should have realized that wasn't going to work beforehand, but it seemed like a good idea. I can't believe I did that. That's funny, actually. I thought it was a really good idea at the time, and I did not think about the fact that it wasn't the. Anyways, all right. Well, hey, that's what happens in the real world on the live streams. Cal Raleigh, the big dumper. That means he got a fatty. Pause. That means he got a badunk. Pause. It just means he's fat, actually. He don't actually have. He's a big fat white guy, but he's okay. He hits home runs, right? He hits home runs, nearing a historic home run record pace before the break, one shy of Barry Bonds' all-time pre-break record. Will he get to 60? I mean, he only needs 22 more, and he got a whole half a season. What do you think? Can he get to 60, my baseball fans out there? Let me know. I think he has a chance. We could possibly see it. But shout out to him for winning the home run derby. Your boy was not watching that because your boy was at Magic City at the time. Again, just hanging out, having a good time. Mom, nothing crazy. Anyways, so what else did we have going on in the world of sports? We also had the WNBA All-Star Game. I can go ahead and take this off now. Shout out to one of my heroes, Roberto Clemente. Wepa. But I want to show that ball in blood still. Anyways, so we had the WNBA All-Star Game this past weekend. And so you see the MVP there, Napheesa Collier. She is also, on her way to being the MVP of the league this season, having a dominating 20-25. She's averaging 24 points a game for the league-leading Minnesota Lynx with a record of 18-4. I can take these off too now. It's hurting my ears. I'm talking to myself. I don't need to hear it anymore. I know I'm good. And also you had Team Clark, 151-131. Team Collier beats Team Clark. Wait a second, though. Team Clark did not have their namesake. Where was superstar Caitlin Clark? She missed the game due to injury. Also missed what everybody really wanted to see her in, the three-point contest. But obviously she is one of the biggest faces of the league. And even though she is having a down season due to injuries, and even though you can attribute that to many other different things that go along with it that we're not getting into today. We've talked about the racial components and the everything else many a times on this show and other shows on this network that can be talked about another time. We're just doing headlines today. But there was one really big headline for the WNBA in midst of their labor protest. Players wore shirts that said, "Pay us what you owe us." You see it there on the right. Yes, they said, "Pay us what you owe us. And so the ladies, while again, you have to fight for what you're going to get, what you expect to get in the future, what you want to get, what you think you should get now, what you think you should have been getting in the past. All of these things come together. All of these things. And so the thing is, yes, the criticism of the ladies at this point in time is, how can we pay you what you owe when we still owe, the WNBA could say that, or you still owe the NBA, since the NBA has subsidized the WNBA for the past, since their inception, 25 years. They owe the NBA a lot of back pay, right? like a soldier getting his 100% off of PTSD. They owe him a lot of back pay. And as the Wu-Tang Clan did tell us, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. And so the ladies are just trying to get what they think they're worth. Now, are they currently worth that now and in the future? Yes, because the WNBA restructured their media rights deal and got a lot more money. Now, should they get that money right away? I mean, it's not like the NBA is expecting to be paid back. The NBA isn't going to get paid back on this. So that is a hypothetical debt that they're not going to have to pay back. But if you thought about it in that way, would you say, okay, well, they don't really deserve it now? Okay, then you could say, let them make a little more money, because obviously they're underpaid. Wildcard Mar and his brother Randy on IOW on Late Night did a great job explaining this last night. And I've talked about this before, about them being underpaid and having to go overseas. And now, with Unrivaled, the new league, and other things, there's more options. But still, they need more pay. WNBA players currently receive 9.3% of league revenue. That's horrible. That's horrible. Mar said it should be around 40%. I would agree with him. I would agree with what Mar says there. The Mars agree. Shout out my brother Wildcard Mar. Y'all tap in with IOW Sports and Wildcard Mar. WNBA players currently receive, again, only 10%. So, but they're growing, and they are the reason that they got a bigger media rights deal is because those players and the growth and the faces, not just Caitlin Clark, but the faces of the WNBA. Is Caitlin Clark one of the biggest? No doubt. Probably the biggest, right? And again, a lot of things are attributed to that, but she's part of the players, and she's pushing for better pay too. The WNBPA has opted out of the CBA, citing working conditions and inadequate compensation. We will continue to update you what happens here. The aforementioned Unrivaled League, 14 NCAA athletes signed NIL deals with the new 3-on-3 Unrivaled Women's League, including the future Juju Watkins once she comes back from ACL injury. Prayers up to her. It always hurts me just to sometimes say her name just because I know the school she's associated with. I love her as a player. I love her as a lady, as a person, but that school she goes to, you know what? Just for her, I'm not going to say anything this time, but we know how I feel about them. Anyways, so yeah, we'll keep you updated and all that, but the WNBA is moving into a labor agreement. There should not have to be a problem where they don't get the agreement done. They most likely will. But it was also said that not all the players showed up for the meeting beforehand to talk about this pay what you owe. So that's a little inauspicious as well. So anyways, so we'll see what happens there again. Shout out to hey, I have to give the ladies a shout out on their fashion, and so it was funny because I was actually going to do a hot or not, or kind of like or don't, or smash or pass kind of thing for all these ladies. But then I was told by a good friend maybe I should switch it up, and he gave me a little idea of like maybe like a date idea, things like that. And I was like, I started thinking about that. So then I kept working on it and I present to you now 2 snaps and a twist, baby. Rewind. Say what? What is going on, Omar? What are you doing to us right now? And so we're going to go through a little of the all-star fashion, and I'm going to give you 2 snaps and a twist. I'm going to give you my thoughts on the fashion. I'm going to give you my thoughts on where they would be going with that fashion, where I could go with them. That's the 2 snaps. The twist is I am a heterosexual male, so I'm also going to give you the twist of how long I think it would take me to connect with said ladies. So let's give you the first one here, the aforementioned Caitlin Clark. So here, look, she's got to be headed towards some sort of business meeting. And look, for her, hey, this is her style. This is what she likes to do. I am not attracted to her as a person. I mean, I'm not saying she's not attractive. I am not personally attracted to her as a person, but hey, she's a great ball player. She's rocking the outfit. We would connect and have a great time hanging out. We would not connect on any deeper level than that. And that's your 2 snaps and a twist on Caitlin Clark. All right. Moving on to our next shout out to her, though. We do hope that she gets better, right? We don't want, obviously, anyone to be injured. Who we got here? I'm just clicking. Oh, we got Breanna Stewart. Yes, Stewie, one of the greatest women's basketball players of all time. Got to give her a shout out. She's a Hall of Famer. We love Stewie here. I am a huge, huge fan. That being said, I don't know what the hell is happening here fashion-wise. This is a monstrosity. This kind of looks like should be on the Munsters. You remember that old show, The Munsters? That's what this looks like. This should be on the Munsters. Now, where would she be going? Where could we go together with this outfit? The only place I know that we're going to is either a underground poker game somewhere in some seedy back alley side door. I've never been to any of those, Mom, allegedly. Or the other place we could be headed is to some sort of spy mission. Maybe she's like on her James Bond kick and we're trying to like save the world. That being said, again, it's not my type. Just not my type. But I would hang out with her and kick it with her. She seems like an amazing person and she's an awesome ball player. So I would go hang out with her at those places. But yeah, so that's the whole. We love the Hall of Famer here. Ain't no doubt about that at all. Oops. Let me go get the next one for us. All right, who we got next up? Again, I'm just picking. I'm not even choosing. I'm just choosing out of the images that I have. And I'm not even going to know who all these players are, to be honest. I just picked a whole bunch of images from the thing. The fashion. I don't know what's going on here either. Is this No Diddy? Is this like Puff Daddy? Is this like circa 2000? Take that. Him and Mace in the in the whatever that holographic room was they were in. I forgot what song that was. Somebody help me out in the comments. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here, but we're obviously either going to go beat somebody up, or possibly going to a breaking show. We might go breakdancing. That might be happening here. Again, yeah, not my type. She's attractive, but she's not. I don't know. I don't like the outfits. These outfits are really killing me. You got to have better outfits. This is just 2 snaps and a twist. Woo! All right. Again, if you're just tuning in, do not think I'm crazy. I promise I am not. Let's move on to the next person we have here. Who's this? Okay. This is the Rook. The Rook that's been killing it. Paige Beckers. Yeah, I don't know. This is wild. What is she doing here? This is horrible. I get it. It's her type of fashion. Cool. I do like the glasses. They look like the meme glasses, like the meme that like goes over like the dog's face with the cigar or whatever. So I am digging the glasses. I must say, I do like the glasses though. But the rest of the outfit, I mean, it's original. I like that. I like that it's original. That's good. I mean, we always love, you know, originality. But yeah, I don't know. And what are we going to do? An emo concert? Are we going to like a Comic-Con? Preview for later. That's it's a little tease. We're going to talk about a little Comic-Con later as well. Yeah, Paige Beckers is cute. I would not go to either one of those events with her, but I'd meet her afterwards for some dinner. I do know though that she is. Shout out to her though. Her and Aziz Fudd announced their relationship. Salute to them. Love is great. Love is beautiful. All right, on to the next person. I don't know where are my pictures at. Here we go. All right, who we got next? Here. Oh, my girl. Oh, you already know. You already know. This is gonna be the first. This is gonna be the first right here. See this. You already know. Angel Reese, baby. And I know a lot of y'all haters out there hate on Angel Reese. But first of all, shout out my fellow Maryland Terrapin. All right, I'm an alumni of the great University of Maryland, and so is she. Well, technically, I guess she would have graduated from LSU. No, she actually graduated from Maryland and then went to LSU. Ha! Yes. And anyway, we're still from there. So shout out to my girl for, first of all, going to my school. This is an amazing outfit, by the way, but also we would be rocking this together to go back to College Park. Now, she may not go to the Turtle. She may not go to Bentley's, maybe not even Cornerstone. Those may be a little too seedy of places for Angel Reese. But I take her into D.C. I might even take her to the Jamaican spot over there off of 50. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Crossroads. Who knows about Crossroads? The old Jamaican spot. Shout out Crossroads, yo. We used to go to Crossroads all the time. All the time. It was a great spot. Yeah. Nah, me and Angel are connecting immediately. First of all, we are going to meet soon enough, girl. And when we do, we are going to connect immediately because we're University of Maryland alums and we both are cool people. And I think we'd get along tremendously. Tremendously. This is my girl. All right, moving on. Shout out to my girl. Next one. Okay, what is this? Is this Guy Fieri? What is this? What is this outfit we have going on here? I mean, I guess it's cooler than Paige Becker's though. I guess. I don't even know who this is. Probably because of glasses, I can't see. But anyways, outfit, yeah, okay, cool. We would definitely be going drag racing. And I can definitely get along with her. I already know we're gonna connect off bat. That's not even a question. She looks mad chill. Definitely mad chill. I think we get along for sure. But that outfit it's interesting. Well, that's all the no, I thought they had a picture of wait a second. I know there was only like 5 or 6 pictures. Hold on. No, I thought they had one of my other girls. Hold on 1 second. Hold on here. Let me see if they got another picture here. I thought I had another one. Let me see. But anyways, WNBA All-Star Game was great. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Oh, there we go. H. There we go. That's what is it still uploading? You might not be able to see it. That's my girl. And first of all, we are going to have a lot of fun whatever we're doing here. Maybe riding some dirt bikes. I think we're riding dirt bikes together. First of all, beautiful. This is an outfit I can dig. This is on some Chung Lee type shit. 2 snaps. And the twist is, I love this lady. I don't know if she's married or single. Shout out to whoever is her significant other because they are lucky. Because love me. Oof. Woo! Hey, get it, girl. A former MVP too. Former 2-time MVP. What are we talking about? She might be MVP again this year if Nafisia Collier has any kind of slip up. So don't get it twisted and act like she ain't right there ready to do her thing. You know what I mean? Like she is literally second in the MVP voting probably right now. Right? So, I mean, it is what it is. All right, let's. I think I saw one more in there. Let me see. And here we go. Who's this? Oh, Skylar Diggins. Okay, okay, Skylar. I see you, girl. Oh, this is a tremendous outfit. This is a white party. Oh, I shouldn't say that. We just talked about Diddy earlier, didn't we? Shouldn't probably say that. Ha! Probably shouldn't say that. Probably shouldn't say that with you know what I mean, with the little Diddy action going on. But no, shout out. She's just a great person in general. Skylar Diggins is just a great person in general. Always killing it. And you know, shout out to her and all the humanitarian and philanthropy that she does. It's really amazing, to be completely honest. All right. Let's see if we have any others. I think I did this one. Oh, I didn't do this one. Neka Owumake, our WMVP Vice President of the Players Association. Sister Shanae on ESPN. Shout out, though. I was trying to pronounce that name so many times earlier, and I messed it up when it counts. But I know it, I promise. Anyways, that outfit is flame fire. That's your one snap. 2 snaps where we'll be going fashion show. 2 snaps of fashion show. The twist, though, the twist is I would connect with you, but only because I love your sister Shanae. Boy, she is my favorite. Woo! If I didn't know Shanae was married, which I just found out earlier today, and shout out to that lucky gentleman. I love me some Shanae Owumake. Woo! Woo! Make my heart flutter. That's a compliment. Just a compliment. Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying. And that is the end of our WNBA 2 snaps and a twist, baby. Thank you for tuning in. And if y'all remember In Living Color, what a great show that was back in the 90s. All of the great comedians on there is too many to even count. But there's your 2 snaps and a twist. Holla. All right. Cool. Let's keep it moving. We spent long enough on that. Let's move it to the next slide. Get into our mixed bag. We're going to run through a lot of sports items real quick for you. First of all, this past weekend was a major fight weekend, which allows me to segue into a promotion for tomorrow. Please tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, at Ball and Buds, BALLAND We will be live on YouTube or Instagram. Usually YouTube is better for those type of longer videos. We are going to review all of the fights. We're going to review the Alexander Usyk Daniel Dubois heavyweight championship. We're going to review the Manny Pacquiao Mario Barrios. We're going to review the Amanda Serrano Katie Taylor. You are not going to want to miss it. I'm going to be with the Boxing Voltron crew, the boxing champs. We'll also give you some fight picks and news. Clubber D to Combat G. Hopefully Josh will be able to join us. He may be having a sparring session, but shout out to 86 Boxing. Y'all tap in with them, as well as Skywalker Boxing Media, Mo Boxing, no problem, and Papi Chun, yayo, heavy on the Papi, light on the yayo. Anyways, we're going to be all together tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so you tune in for that. So you can get all of the recap from all of the experts that I like to bring on so that y'all learn all about this. But I'm just going to give you the news and tell you what happened. So what happened this weekend? Pacquiao, Barrios, Las Vegas, huge crowd, comeback fight for Manny Pacquiao, First fight in the last 5 years. I think he fought Ugas. Jordan's Ugas. I think he fought him 4 or 5 years ago. So that was his last fight. The comeback fight against Mario Barrios ends in a majority draw. So you're saying, what does that mean? A majority draw means that Mario Barrios actually won one card, and then the other 2 cards were tied at 114 apiece. So we had a majority draw which means it's basically there's no title change that happened there. Pacquiao eyes potential bouts now with apparently, y'all, Rolly Romero, which would be a serious fight for an actual title, or may run it back with Floyd Mayweather in a fight that only me and other people, like people that watch country boxing, other boxing organizations like that, real boxing fans, may not want to see this, may see it as more of a joke. And I mean, hey, with the ages that they will be at, it's not going to be great. It's not going to be great, but it will be a spectacle. It would be a spectacle. And I love storytelling and I love spectacles, even if it's crap. That being said, I don't want that to happen. I'd rather he fight Romero, but we'll get the opinions from the experts, see who they want to see. But it was a good fight. It was fun to watch, back and forth. Barrios didn't put up as much of a fight as he should. They didn't land as many. They threw enough. They both threw around 450, 500, but it didn't land enough. But anyways, we'll talk about more of that. In the middle, the UFC 318 card, Dustin Poirier's retirement fight against Max Holloway. Tremendous 5-round battle. Holloway finally wins, gets his rectification after Poirier beat him twice in the past. Holloway wins by decision. So that's your UFC 318. And then finally, and by the way, yeah, it was another great fight. Another great 5-round, hard-hitting fight. Shout out to Dustin Poirier. Tremendous career. Salute to the Diamond from New Orleans. Just a great fighter. Great. Then you got Usyk and Dubois. Alexander Usyk is your unified, undisputed world heavyweight champion of the world, the reigning, whatever you call it, whatever Paul Heyman would do. And now Tyson Fury is calling for a third fight. Again, we'll give you, we'll get the boxing champs and see what they have to say about all that. But I don't think anybody wants to see that either, considering what happened the past 2 times. But again, I'm not saying I wouldn't. I like spectacles. I would watch it again. I'm not saying it would be great, but I think Usyk would put him away pretty handily at this point, since Fury hasn't fought in a while either. But we'll see what happens. Usyk does have a mandatory, as we saw on Clubber D's watch party. By the way, y'all tune into my brother's YouTube, Clubber D on YouTube. That's it, just Clubber D. It's very easy. And he did a watch party. We did a watch party there with him, me and Papi Chunyeo. Very much fun. But yeah, Alexander Usyk is going to fight Joseph Parker next, but he is your reigning undisputed unified world heavyweight champion. All right. In other sports news, golf, Scottie Scheffler won the British Open. That is his 4th career major, matching Tiger Woods' early career pace. They're on the same pace, 1,197 days. He is also poised to complete the career Grand Slam by next year. So he could do it this year if he wins the Open, not the Open. What am I thinking of? Someone help me out. The championship, the PGA Championship, which he can still do. It's coming up. So if he wins that, he will have his Grand Slam, a rarefied air where not many golfers ever reach. Scottie Scheffler is on a run like none other in the golfing world, and it has been tremendous to watch. Other sports news in the Tour de France, Tim Wellens, won stage 15 after what was chaotic ride. Y'all got to watch the video on this. I saw it. It's crazy. But a stage 15. But Tadej Pogacar retains the overall lead going into the second rest day. In sports business news, the NFL and ESPN have a potential media deal. NFL Network is going to sell their assets, including NFL Network, including NFL Red Zone, to Disney and ESPN. In return, NFL would most likely get an equity stake in ESPN. This move aligns with Disney's and ESPN's direct-to-consumer strategy. ESPN has their new DTC platform, ESPN, coming out. And it prepares the NFL to not get rid of, sell off some of their media assets when they are trying to make more money for the owners, right? They got new labor rights, media rights negotiations coming up. Owner votes are expected in August on this. It is going to happen, so expect it to happen. In the All-American Conference, they have rebranded themselves the American Conference and got themselves a little eagle mascot. Kind of corny, but whatever. They have also a newly minted conference member in Memphis from here in Tennessee. Memphis actually reached out to the Big 12 trying to get into the Big 12 and told them they would actually not take any money from the media rights deals for 5 years and pay to get in the Big 12. And the Big 12 said, nah, we ain't having none of that. But Memphis tried, but they are still in the American Conference now. Also, Tampa Bay Rays in the Major League Baseball will be sold for $1.7 billion to a group led by Jacksonville developer Patrick Zalupski. The deal is expected to close by September. And lastly, football news. We've got a bunch of scandals going on in football. First of all, the NFLPA is having a huge scandal. They've had their president, J.C. Tretter, and executive director Lloyd Howell both resign amid spending scandals, including Lloyd Howell allegedly going to one of those gentlemen clubs that we talked about earlier. Sir, if you are going to charge $750 to a car service and you are going to charge $2,500 at a gentleman's club for what I purport was a business meeting, I would hope at least, if that's what you're writing it off as, because you shouldn't be... Sir, you're probably older than I am. And I've done some stupid things in my life. I don't even like using my credit card at places like that. Not that there's anything wrong with places like that. Shout out to all my gentlemen clubs. But if I am to peruse an establishment of such, I'm using cash. Unless I have to, unless I just don't have any cash, which has happened before. But when it does happen, you know that joint gonna come back like, Ladies in Paradise, LLC or some shit. Like, you already know what it's why. And you claimed it. You claimed it for business purposes. Like that was like you was really going to get away with that. Like you dinner at the club and you just thought you was going to get away. You just thought that was okay. All right. I wouldn't even do something like that. And that's something that I would probably be accused of something I would be doing. And I wouldn't even do something like that. You gotta get your... I don't know. Maybe he wanted it. Maybe he didn't want to be in the position anymore. I don't know. Other scandal football news. Donald Trump wants to bring back the Redskins name. They're already the Commanders. There's no point in changing this back. It's not going to do anything for anyone. It may only just upset people. No, the Native Americans don't want it back. And yes, it should have been eliminated in the first place because there's no need for it. All right, that's all I'm going to say to that. And lastly, one other... Oh, no, that was it. All right, cool. We'll move it on into our entertainment world. First of all, rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal-Warner. Passed away at the age of 54. Unfortunately, he drowned in Costa Rica. What a tragic accident. He was vacationing with his family. Prayers up. May he rest in peace. Obviously, he was from The Cosby Show, as we all remember. I mean, I guess if you're old enough, some of y'all may not be old enough. But I was definitely when I was a youngster, and I watched it all the time, and it was a great show, and it was one of the formulative shows bringing me up in my youth. And I loved Theo. That was my boy. I felt like he was one of my boys. That's sad. Very, very sad. So, yeah, rest in peace. Prayers up to him and his family. Also, prayers up to the family and to Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness is what he was called, known for elaborate concerts, known for being one of the kings or originators of the metal genre, which has gone so many ways since then. He was dealing with Parkinson's in the past year. And he was lucky enough to pass away with family, surrounded by family, knowing that, things were going to happen. But it's just sad when this happens to anyone. I don't like to see death at all. So prayers up to both Malcolm Jamal Warner and Ozzy Osbourne. And in a personal note myself, I'd like to send prayers up to my brother and my family, Francis. I love you and all your family, and we love you during this time. So prayers to you and the family, and love always, my friend. And may her memory be a blessing. All right, may they all rest in peace. Let's move it on. Wu-Tang Clan. Probably shouldn't have put those two slides besides each other. I was actually going to put the rest in peace last, which is what I should have done. But I know I usually do it first, so I moved it to the beginning. Probably shouldn't have had them this close to this one because I really wanted to be super excited about the Wu-Tang Clan's final chamber tour. Yes, they went on tour with Run the Jewels all over the country except Nashville. Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate that. Even though you were supposed to be here and then COVID hit, you didn't come. I was expecting y'all to give us the final tour here. That's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's my fault. I should have gone. I watched the Madison Square Garden portion show earlier today. I watched the whole 2-hour show. Shout out to New York City Jazz and Hip Hop Concerts and Shows YouTube channel for the video. It was awesome. It was amazing. It brought back so many memories. The Wu-Tang Clan, my favorite hip hop group of all time. I just love, and all the members who I went on to buy all the individual CDs. What an amazing run. I actually hope that they are one of those bands that fakes everybody out and comes back for a later tour so I can personally see them. That's just personally. But you'll see. They are saying that there could always be another album in the future together. But what an amazing run. If you're not a hip-hop fan, Wu-Tang Clan was able to masterfully integrate 9 different personalities and then more once you included the branch-offs and other things, especially after the late Old Dirty Bastard, may he rest in peace. Who, by the way, his son, shout out to the young Dirty Bastard who put in an amazing performance on this tour. I was very happily pleased with his performance and filling in for his late father. But anyways, the shows were great. The NYC show, they brought on all the special guests. They brought on the D-Block. They brought on Little Kim. They brought on Big Daddy Kane. They brought on SWV. They brought on Redman. Who else was there? So many people. It was just amazing living back in the times when we had so much great music coming from them. Again, it's hard to put 9 people together and put together so many albums. And yeah, not every album was a classic, but most of them were really, really good. There were a couple years, but even those I liked because I'm a Wu head for sure, and I love all their music, no matter what. That being said, let me get you into my Wu-Tang rankings. Yes, I'm going to give you my top 3 Wu-Tang songs of all time, and then I'm going to give you 5 other songs that were Wu affiliated, but did not come from actual Wu-Tang albums themselves. So, favorite Wu-Tang songs ever. Let me hit you with number one. Number one, from their Forever album, Triumph. You see that picture on the left? I will forever know the lyrics to this song. And when I mean the lyrics, and it's a 6-minute rap song, I mean all of the lyrics. Even to this day, I could sing the whole song right now, but I don't want to get copyrighted. Bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophy. I'm not going to get copyrighted, but I could do the whole thing. Triumph. I remember I skipped school in 10th grade for this Forever album. Me and my boy, hey, shout out. I'm not going to give his government, but my boy, there's a bunch of Tonys out there, so no one's going to know. My boy, Tony, shout out my brother. I'm actually going to mention him a couple times in this next story because we grew up together in a lot of different monuments throughout that time were done together, and that included skipping school in 10th grade to go get the Forever album on which Triumph was on. Moving on, number two, also going to involve my boy Tony. Shout out, I know he's not watching, but if he was, shout out to my brother. Cream, from their original Enter the 36 Chambers album. I remember I was in middle school football. We were playing for the Fort Belvoir Bulldogs. Shout out to the Fort Belvoir Bulldogs. Everybody knows that. And I was playing with my boy and Tony, and he actually came, him and his dad came and picked me up. We had a football game in Chantilly. Him, his dad, and I believe, I want to say it was my boy AS. I'm not going to say his government because I don't even know where he's at now. But my boy AS, I think it might have been DD. It might have been, and I'm using initials in case they're watching, they'll know who they are. But I'm not going to say who they are. It doesn't matter. Anyways, got in the car. We're going to the game. He's like, yo, my boy's like, yo, check out the new Fire. He puts it in. Remember, we're like in 8th grade at the time, so we're like, I don't know, 13 years old. No, this was in 93. Yeah, 93. So, I'm not trying to age myself. Don't be asking me my age. You don't ask a gentleman his age. Anyways, Cream, I got in. We got in. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Again, not trying to get copyright, but you know what I mean. And then finally, my third favorite song from Wu-Tang Clan is from another oldie but goodie from the Enter the 36 Chambers album, and that's going to be The Mystery of Shadow Boxing. So again, involving my boy Tony. All these three songs involved him. That's great. That's tremendous. I haven't seen you in a long time, my brother. I hope you're doing well. I know we haven't seen each other in probably like 10 years now, but I hope you're doing well. Not that you're watching the show, but anyways, we used to go watch the karate flicks. So back when Wu-Tang was coming out, they were obviously heavily influenced by the old martial arts movies. So we used to all get together at each other's houses and watch the old martial arts flicks and just chill around. And so The Mystery of Chess Boxing reminds me of that. So it's really cool. And then moving into the bottom 5 you see there, that's going to be my Wu affiliated. This is not actual on Wu-Tang albums. These are other artists or albums that were Wu-Tang affiliated. So the first one is Raekwon, Ghostface. You can never go wrong with Raekwon and Ghostface on the same track or the same album. Ice Cream, not to be confused with the aforementioned Cream. These are two totally different songs, but Ice Cream was tremendous. Butter Pecan Chocolate Deluxe. Even Caramel Sundays is getting touched. My ice cream truck. All right, shout out to that. Number 2 of my favorite Wu affiliated non Wu-Tang album songs is gonna be The Rockwalder. I almost went with How High because, well, anyways, obvious reasons. But I went with The Rockwalder, which could have gone with. They're both pretty much in the same kind of realm of music when it comes to me. But The Rockwalder was great. I could just hear the music in my head right now. Anyways, the Rock Wild. And number 3, Above the Clouds, the collaboration with Gangstar and Inspector Deck. Yes, I didn't realize how much light was in my eyes. Yes, what a tremendous collab it was here. Above the Clouds. If you have not heard this song, go check it out. It is amazing. Number 4, The What by the Biggie, may he rest in peace, Notorious B.I.G. and Method Man. What a great song. This is so underrated and rarely heard, but a great track. It was off of one of the Wu compilation albums. Yeah. I can hear the lyrics. I don't want to say them because a lot of them are really dirty lyrics, and I know there's some people watching that want to keep it PG right now. That being said, we'll move it to the final one, my number 5 Wu-affiliated non-Wu-Tang album track, Wu Gambinos. Just the intro on this just hits. It's just, they got the mobster intro, and then all of a sudden, all of them come in and just lay the lumber down, pause on these people. Raleigh Fingers. Yo, I can just remember pumping that song every day. So shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan. Salute. My favorite group of all time and their final tour ever. That is your top 3 Wu-Tang songs, top 5 Wu affiliate songs. And I'm also going to give you a bonus here. My top 3 Wu-Tang lyricists. And I'm not going with rappers or personalities because I love all of them. I'm just talking lyricism here. The best lyricists in the group. This is very hard to do because all of them are very witty with the wordplay. And I hate leaving people out on this list when I actually do this list. I hate the people that I leave out. It's gonna hurt me to leave you out, Meth. I love you, Meth. It's gonna hurt me because you make the best bangers. But in terms of, oh God, I hate doing this to him. Raekwon's at number 3. At number 2, Jizza the Genius. I mean, Liquid Swords, I bumped. Shout out D. Cleasy. Put me on to Liquid Swords. I bump that every damn day. And number 1, Ghostface Killah. The best lyricist and probably top 5, top 10 lyricist ever. Ghostface Killah, the way that he intricately weaves. He does the old Donald Trump weave, right? That's what they say Donald Trump does, is the weave. Really, when Donald Trump does it, he's just talking indiscriminately. But Ghostface really does do the weave. And it's something that I do in my writing. When I write my songs, is I do similar. I've always used this kind of technique where you start the story and you have an ending, and then you use a bunch of twists and turns and metaphors and other things to get you from the start to the finish without letting anyone know where you're going. Now, you could also, some people would say, oh, that's gibberish, or it doesn't make any sense. And if you're not putting it all together, it may not. But that's like saying Aesop Rock is gibberish. But just because you're listening to the lyrics and you're not actually understanding what they're saying, you're just hearing and not actually listening to what they're saying, doesn't mean they're gibberish. You're just not understanding what he's saying and putting it together, because they're all telling stories. So that's your top 3 Wu-Tang MCs: Ghostface, Jizza, Raekwon, and I'm so sorry to everyone else I left out, including Meth, who I think is, when in terms of non-lyricists, favorite Wu-Tang members, Meth is number 1. Meth is number 1. I love all of Meth's music in general. He may not be my favorite lyricist of the group, but I love all of his music. I don't think I've ever not liked anything of his. So shout out to the Wu. Let's keep it moving. Oh, is this what you came for? Is this what you came for? Woo, is this what you came for? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Coldplay with the Coldplay, might I add, pun intended. I'm sure that's been used plenty of times already. Astronomer CEO Andy Byron made world headline news this week by going to a Coldplay show and hanging out in the VIP club level section with someone, but that someone was not his wife. Was not his wife. No, no, no. It was the CPO of the company, the chief people officer, aka HR. And for anyone who's worked at a company, and any HR people watching this now, will confess. I had one HR person they may be watching now, they push back on me. But every other HR person agrees with me. HR people are the craziest people in each company. Okay? Got to watch out for the HR people. Now, they're crazy in a good way, but they're still crazy. Okay? You got to watch out for them in a good way. Again, I got along with all my HR people. I love them. I still talk to all of them. But I'm not going to say they don't got a wild side to them. Right? Now, I'm not saying there's both their faults. It takes two to tango. We all know the rules. We all know the rules to this game. Don't shit where you eat, right? Don't mix business and pleasure, right? All of these little cliches they've come up with in the past, which are cliches for a reason, because most of the time they're not most of the time, I shouldn't say that. Usually they're right. Sometimes they're right. Other could be, why are you doing, and again, I'm not here to, first of all, let me say, I am not an advocate of cheating. You should not cheat on anyone. I think if you're going to cheat on someone, you may as well just break up with them, because then you don't cause the heartache to them and you don't put the stress on yourself. Because cheating has got to be, I mean, I know this guy anyways that he already feels horrible, even though he's the one that put himself in this position. But, like, if you didn't want to be with your wife, why not just divorce her amicably? Now, I know in his situation, he's a billionaire, so he was like, man, I'm going to lose half anyways. I might as well just try to get away with it. I guess that's what his thinking is. That's the only thing I can think personally. So maybe in that case, if you have that much money, that may make sense. It may behoove you to do that because you're going to lose the money anyways, and you're trying not to lose the money. Either way, I guess that would be the only situation. Why are you going to somewhere which is so public? And why are you in the most public place, the VIP balcony, where people are randomly taking videos, but they can see yo ass over here kissing with this girl? They don't know it's you at the time, but then later, like, oh, I had a video from, let me see if he's on here. Oh, look, they're right there. Looking all dumb like these memes over here. Look at these memes we got like they on Splash Mountain. Or like they're in the what's that photo called? The Scream photo? Not Scream. Was it Scream? I don't remember what it was called, but that's great. That's my favorite. The one on the right, that's my favorite. That's tremendous. That's great. And then Friends. Jeez Louise, The Office in the middle. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Calm down. Calm down. Office, I know. Calm down. Anyways, my issue with this is, and shout out to everybody watching on Instagram. I see you, my brother. And Shake 'em. I see you, Shake 'em. And anyone else tuned in, I appreciate y'all. Look at the left side of this photo, right? Look at the left side of the slide. Okay? This is my thing. Yes, you're in a public place. Yes, you're making a stupid decision. Yes, you shouldn't be cheating on your wife. Yes, you shouldn't be with your head of HR. But all things aside, let's say that all these things work together and they work for you. Cool. Why are you acting like it's a big deal? Why are you covering your faces and turning around and dropping to the floor like you've been hit with a damn grenade? No sell it. Just no sell it. Don't nobody in that crowd know you or your wife. No sell it. And for the girl, why are you acting out? Don't nobody. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right. You ain't want to get caught with Big Boss. But why does it matter? There were employees right there around you, so clearly everyone knew anyways. No sell it. Why are you not no selling this? You've got to no sell that. You've got to just like do a little hug, put your head down, act like you're happy, just let that camera pass a couple seconds, and just keep it moving. Because once you do all the gyrations, once you do all the movements and the hand in the face and the ducking down, now everybody know. Now everybody know there's something going on. But if you would have just chilled, okay, play it cool, don't move, they won't see us, no one will know, it's us, and the camera's gone. No one would have ever known. No one would have ever known. Now, maybe if, and I heard this theory from the non-crazy HR person I talked to, who says they believe this person paid ColdPlay to do this. I don't know. That I could see it happening, but that seems a little far-fetched. But maybe somebody really did have it out for him and was able to pay ColdPlay enough, because you'd have to pay ColdPlay enough money for that. Because there's possibility you get sued if that was something that was done in like a collaborative, money paid environment or something like that. So, but anyways, that's crazy. That was the biggest story of the week. I had to bring it up. Obviously, I had to talk about it, but I just wanted to say, no sell it next time. If you're ever in that situation, someone else, which first of all, just don't be in that situation. Just break up with the person if you don't like them. No point in cheating on them. But if you are, just no sell it. Just act like it's nothing. Just don't give any attention to it, because when you give attention to it, then attention is given to you. And that's what happened. Had y'all just sat there and let the camera pass like a whisper in the wind, whisper in the wind. Oh, your marriage is just a whisper in the wind. Oh, yeah. And if the alleged photographs of his wife are his actual wife, sir, we got, as they would say on I Love Lucy, you got some splaining to do, okay? If that was his actual wife, who I saw floating around in the pictures, and I don't know because I only saw one, so it could just be AI generated or stock. I don't believe anything like that. You cannot believe anything you see on the internet these days with AI. I always make sure I verify. So I don't know if that picture was true. But if the alleged picture of his wife is his real wife, bro, what are you doing? Look, I again have said that cheating is wrong. You should not cheat. But there's a rule that players and cheaters have. And that is, you never play and you never cheat down. Only up. Okay? And this is a down maneuver. If that alleged wife is his wife, this is a down maneuver. Just saying. Now maybe there's other reasons involved. I don't know. I don't purport to know. But in terms of what I see with my own eyes, if he gave up what he was said to give up, it's like a baseball trade. If he was said what he... It's not like a baseball trade, and it's not funny at all, and I shouldn't be laughing. But it is like a trade. If I'm to give up this, I want to get back better. Not downgrading. No offense to the other lady. You're a beautiful lady as well. Just the other wife was a lot. You know what? What do y'all think about this craziness? Someone hit me in the comments. Someone help me out. Ain't nobody commented on this yet with me, and I'm just lost. I don't know what to think about this. What do y'all think about this? What is this dude doing? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Let's keep it moving. Comic-Con starts this week in San Diego. This is the pop culture mega event. It is going to be huge. I've actually always wanted to go to one of these just to see the spectacle, to see all the costumes and everything like that. One day I'm gonna have to go to San Diego to cover this. Maybe Ball and Bud should go to San Diego to cover the Comic-Con one of these years. But anyways, so if you're a Comic-Con fan, be looking out for that as well. We also have some new releases in the movie world. Happy Gilmore 2 comes out Friday, y'all. Now, y'all know how much I hate sequels. I think they do a horrible job with sequels. I wish they would leave the classics alone. But Adam Sandler was literally the same one making this one. They're having the same cast of characters. I think it's, will you shut up, phone? I don't know why that wasn't turned off beforehand. Anyways, I should have turned that off beforehand. Anyways, I can't do it now. Got me off track. Happy Gilmore. It's all the same cast of characters, same Adam Sandler is same characters, same cast. Everybody's still in it. I think it's going to be great. I think you'll probably maybe a little more in the terms of family-ish, corny-ish, however you want to word that. And that's not Adam Sandler's fault, y'all. Adam Sandler, for y'all youngsters who never saw Adam Sandler was in his prime. He was like a JJ Redick in his prime as a comedian. He was clutch. He could bomb the three. He may not make the greatest of movies, but he makes really funny comedies. He'll have you laughing, really silly style, but always coming through in the clutch. I got Adam Sandler in his prime as a JJ Redick kind of clone. I think he'd like that. He likes bombing it from the outside. I loved Adam Sandler as a comedian. His albums that he did, his singing albums. I forgot what the album was called. Oh, man. Oh, he had a whole album back in high school. It was like 1990s. But anyways, shout out. I'm going to watch it. I think it's going to be good. I'm going to give it a chance, even though I do not like sequels. We get a comment from Clay Richard. Shout out Clay Richard for tuning in. Appreciate you. Says he was driving a Benz and traded it in for a 98 Celica. I'm going to have to go back through my notes real quick to see exactly who you're talking about, because I'm probably guessing that you're in the sports section, so you might be watching a little bit on the behind. Ooh, pause on that. You're not watching the behind, sir. I know that. Yeah, you may be a little bit behind. I'm trying to see if I are you talking about, you're talking about Dustin Poirier probably. No. Maybe you are. Maybe you are. Anyways, let me know when you catch up in the comments, but I appreciate you tuning in and watching. In other big entertainment news, horrible news, late night. Oh, wait, no, I wasn't done with my movies yet. Fantastic Four also hits theaters this Friday. Gotta say Fantastic Four because, not just because of the movie, I'm not really much of a comic book fan movie. I like the X-Men ones. Obviously, the old school Batman, pretty much every Batman. The old school Spider-Mans were okay, were good. But like anything after 2000 that wasn't like X-Men or like Transformers, nah. Like now, if you're talking 80s, like Voltron, Transformers, yeah, of course. Thundercats. But if you're talking like after like 2000s, I really didn't watch that many comic book type movies except, again, X-Men, which has just always been a favorite of mine in terms of when I was a kid. That was really my go-to comic, X-Men and Wolverine. And maybe the Batman movies, they're really good, especially with the CGI and how Nolan does and things like that. And the Deadpool Wolverine, just because they're hilarious and pretty funny. There's a lot of very questionable things they do as well, but for the most part, funny. There are some things that they probably shouldn't do, but whatever. They're neither here nor there. But I'm not really into comic book movies. And as the great MJF from All Elite Wrestling once said, the reason is I used to like comic books. I used to like video games. But then I lost my virginity. I'm better than you, and you know it. Shout out MJF. Salute. Anyways, Fantastic Four, I got to salute my brothers. That's the reason I brought this up. Yes, the movie will be out, and you should know that if you like comic book movies. But me and three of my best friends call ourselves the Fantastic Four. Shout out. The aforementioned I don't want to call him by his wrestling name because no one would know unless you were actually in like some people might know from my OVW in Virginia and things like that. But the Kamikaze Kid, my brother, again, love you, man. Prayers. Clutch, my brother Clutch. Oh, my brother the Raven, Nevermore. and yours truly, Rage. We consider ourselves to be the Fantastic Four. It's great. I even have, hold on, here's a tattoo I got for all of us, for the four of us, which they were also supposed to get and no one got it. I knew one wasn't ever going to get it. Thought the other two might. No one ever did. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Okay. Anyways, South Park also returns with a new season after delays. I should have worn it. I still have that shirt we got, guys. Still got it. And I still talk to all three of those gentlemen every week. Some of my best friends in the world. Love y'all. South Park returns with a new season after delays and a Paramount merger drama. I never really was into South Park, by the way. I liked the movie was cool. That was funny. But the actual, I don't watch a lot of TV shows in general, but when I was younger, I did. It was fine. Every once in a while, they had some funny episodes, but like to watch it in a week in, week out basis, I really didn't. I didn't. I watched the funniest episode, and it had its moments. It definitely had some moments. But anyways, South Park coming back to you there. And then finally, late night show has been canceled by CBS. No, this is unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. First of all, I don't even really watch late night. I never really did. Actually, Amul, the Agilist, one of our guests here on Ball and Buds, one of our favorite guests on this show, the professor's Semanalmente. Y'all check him out at AM Photography 23 on Instagram. His photos are beautiful. He's actually the one that put me on to late night TV as I got older because I didn't really care to watch that kind of stuff when I was younger. And actually, in the past 5 years, now that I live alone, and they have YouTube, and you can just watch the stand-up portions, just the monologues, as they call them, and I don't have to watch everything because I don't care about most of the people they interview. I don't want to watch Lindsay Lohan. Sorry, you didn't deserve those shots, Lindsay. I apologize. Shots fired at you for no damn reason. I'm sorry about that, but I think the reason that is because I actually saw you in a beauty commercial earlier, and I believe you're just the first person to hit my mind, so you did not deserve that. Anyways, but I don't care to watch most of the people they have on. I just want to see the jokes. So Colbert was one of the ones when I started watching late night. He was my favorite. Him, Seth Meyers, Fallon, and Kimmel. And Fallon and Kimmel are really kind of tied. They're both okay. Kimmel's better in, I guess, I would say he's probably better in delivery of jokes, while Fallon is more silly wise with his. But what I like more about Myers and Colbert is that they can both also have the more serious side of things where they're actually analyzing the news and things like that, which obviously with this program, you can see I like to do as well. So again, I say this, and Jon Stewart, love Jon Stewart. And I say this, Amul, thank you again for putting me on to Jon Stewart. That's great. I watch him every week. I have to watch Jon Stewart. He is, and what he had to say about this, he went off on. If you haven't seen Jon Stewart's rant on CBS, go check that out. He went off. But anyways, Stephen Colbert is the highest rated late night show host, and he's great at what he does. Does he make jokes on Trump? Yes. Every late night host makes jokes on Trump, but Trump is also the president. They also made jokes about Biden. They also make jokes about every other president. Now, do they make more jokes about Trump? I don't know. You have to find somebody that maybe puts together some percentages for you, some proportions, something like that. Probably so, because Trump gives himself more things to be made fun of for. Just is what it is in everything he says and does. But that's not why I like them. I like them because they actually dig deeper into. It's not just surface level jokes. It's okay. Here's the joke, but here's also what the evidence we have to back it up. Here's the video that shows you. Here's this. Here's that. Anyways, me and my mom, we watch Colbert together. Love it, and I'm sad to see him go. I'm excited to see what kind of. I don't think he's going to last very long. After the show last night, where he went off on CBS, I think he's trying to get fired. If you ask me, he's trying to get, and I would too. What do you mean you're going to keep me on till May? You want me to have to tell the whole world that you're canceling my show and you want to keep me on till May? Nah, sucker. I'm rich. I can already go start my own podcast, my own streaming network out. Colbert, don't let them do you like this, Steven. Don't let them do you like this. Call me up. I'll be your agent. You already got an agent, I'm sure, a fine one. I'll be your marketing person. Call me up. We'll get you a new podcast going, get you streaming. You don't need them? Nah. Hasta la vista, baby. Kick rocks. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Don't let the door hit you with a good load split ya. That's what I would say. I'd be like, you gonna fire me. Because I'm not gonna keep doing this charade till May. You ain't gonna have me ponying around here like some kind of Barnum and Bailey clown show. Nah, you're not gonna have me out here parading me around like I'm your puppet for the next 9 months just so you can make money off of me. Nah, I would get fired immediately. I would be talking all kinds of shit to get fired. And I think he is. He started last night. It was pretty bad. I think he's going to continue tonight. I'm excited to watch. Actually, that being said, I'm about to go watch right now because it's coming on soon. And love to watch me some Abby Phillips on CNN. Shout out. They be going at it. They be about to fight in there going over. That show is crucial. And that comes on at 9, so I got to go watch that. But I'm done with all my news anyways. Two last pieces of news, and then we're going to get you the U.S. World News on Thursday. Trump updates the TikTok deal. He says that the sale is almost pretty much done, but you know how that is with Trump. That can take forever. It was pushed back 90 days again a few weeks ago, so we'll keep you updated. It does require approval from China's Communist Party to be sold. And finally, a meteorite that landed from Mars sells for a record $5.3 million. Yes, a 54-pound Martian. 54-pound Martian meteorite. A meteorite, 54 pounds, traveled all the way from Mars. Apparently, an asteroid would have had to hit it. It would have had to be knocked off, and they know that because it was composed of 21.2% glass, which was formed from the asteroid impact. Only less than 400 of 77,000 known meteorites on Earth are from Mars. This was discovered in Niger in 2023. And yes, if you say that the other way, you should check yourself. It's Niger. Okay? In 2023. That's crazy. You should check it out. It has like the reddish hue of Mars. It didn't look as miraculous as I thought it was going to look with like the glass and everything, but it looks cool. It looked cool. You could tell it has like the red stuff from Mars and everything like that. So pretty cool. Oh, I forgot about Superman. The Superman movie, I had this in the bottom because it has the pet adoption. So Superman movie has made $406.8 million worldwide. But the reason I bring this up more is not because of the Superman movie, because you just heard I don't really care for comic book movies, and I don't like any of the Superman movies, to be completely honest. Never have liked any Superman. Don't like James Bond. That's not really an action. Don't like Mission Impossible. None of those. I know Amul's probably hating me right now for all of these opinions, but whatever. The reason I bring this up is because Superman's dog Krypto is based off of James Gunn's, the actor that plays Superman, his real dog, Ozu. And why this is important is because he rescued Ozu. So Warner Brothers went on to cover 10 days of adoption fees. Shout out to Warner Brothers for that. Salute. To have 454 pets adopted. Also, Google search for dog adoptions surged by 513%. That being said, this is your notification to go ahead and check out your local shelter for dogs that may need to be rescued. You don't always have to buy. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy, okay? I'm not one of those people that says you have to go rescue the animal. I bought Boozer from a breeder, and he was amazing 13 years of my life, and I would not have changed that. But for my next dog, I probably would do a rescue. I probably would. I don't want to deal with the baby stuff again. Although it's great when you can still get them when they're a puppy and not a baby. But also, I just think it's better. Now, it's not my fault that people breed all these animals and then aren't responsible. But still, if I can help out, if I am to get an animal in the future. Although I don't think I would get another one unless I did it with like a family and kids. Which at that point, I don't know. I guess we'd probably rescue one. I don't know. I don't know why I got into that tangent. Anyways, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, boxing champs reviewing Alexander Usyk, Daniel Dubois, Manny Pacquiao, Mario Barrios, Amanda Serrano, Alexander Usyk. We're getting the boxing champs fight picks group together. By the way, if you want in the boxing fight pick group, let your boy know. I'll holla at Champ for you. It's very easy. It's free. It's fun to play. You pick fights every week and what you think the outcome will be, and you can win money prizes. Again, it's free boxing. If you like it, holla at your boy. That being said, again, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, check us out at Ball and Buds on YouTube, on Instagram, Boxing Champs, fight picks and news. We're going to have all the fight reviews for you and all that stuff. We'll have Colbert, the Combat G, my brother from here at Ball and Buds, our UFC, boxing, MMA, combat sports insider, as well as boxing insiders, hopefully from 86 Boxing. We'll see. Josh got a little sparring session, but we'll see if he can show up. But if not, we're definitely going to have our boys, Papi Chunyeo, heavy on the Papi, light on the Yayo, as well as Skywalker Boxing Media, representing that Mo Boxing, no problem lifestyle. Shout out to Mo Boxing, no problem as well. That being said, I really appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I am your host, Omar, the Professor Fonseca. I will be back as well with my next installment of the Professor's Semanalmente. On Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Thursday, we'll go into all the U.S. and world news. We'll talk the Epstein client list. We'll talk Israel, Iran. We'll talk Ukraine, Russia. We'll talk all the big stuff. I'll be in a suit. I won't look like this like I do on my sports shows. I will be more dressed up, I promise, more prim and proper for those people that are looking to hire me, maybe on the Late Show, so you can then fire me, or maybe on any other show. Holla at your boy. I need sponsors. We all need sponsors. We all need ads, running ads, monetization. Oh, by the way, got some big news coming out Friday about Ball and Buds. Look forward to a little bit of a revamp. I told you once we hit 1K subscribers on the YouTube, I would do a new logo, and we did. 1,000 subscribers. Ball and Buds. Holla. Make sure you subscribe at Ball and Buds. BALLAND BUDS. Hit that like button, whether watching live or on the replay. That being said, again, I am Omar the Professor Fonseca. Go out. Have an amazing Wednesday. Be kind to each other. Be blessed. Be successful. And spread love the Omar way. Holla. 5,000.
He's with the millions. It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair figure flow. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat close. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated, folks. Get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action packed, back to back. In fact, this monster will grow. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan and